just like a heart attack. Hey, she want other ass. Big bills, I got her that. She call me daddy, you cannot have no younger back. Voicemail ain't calling back.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome in to the second official episode of DTV Fit Podcast. I'm with my guy, my co-host, Chuck Roche, aka Uncommonly Driven, one of the best in the business, in the fitness industry. This guy is a legend, a living legend, as Barnes likes to say. So, second episode. Sick, man. And today's theme of this episode is all about how to create good habits in order to achieve our goals, and at the same time abandoning the bad habits, so we can get to those goals. So
trading places.
Exactly.
Trading places.
Exactly. So let's start. Dude.
Yeah.
We have a little list we want to go through. And,
quick before the list, because we're talking about fitness, this could work for everything, all types of goals. If you're starting a business, if you're, saving money, whatever, saving for a car, I don't know, setting goals,
any type of goal,
but we're going to aim it towards fitness.
Yes.
So let's say, you're 30 pounds overweight, you want a 6-pack of abs, you want to model for Calvin Klein. Yeah. That's what we'll do today, right?
Yep.
All right. And if you got an ugly face, then you got to get some plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely got
the goals aren't going to help you with that one, but that's all right.
Definitely have to save some money.
Yeah.
But let's get into this. So, first thing you got to do is what? Set your goals, right?
The goals. Yep.
So,
which could be probably the hardest part.
It could be the hardest part, and, you got long-term goals.
Yep.
That's what we need to set, some long-term goals, like where you want to end up. And the short-term goals, those are like little benchmarks to get there.
Yes.
And, every aspect of your life, you should do it. People do it around New Year's, whatever. I do them every day and then forget what I did. So maybe it's a good idea to write them down, right?
No, 100%.
Set your goals and write them down, long-term and short-term. Yes. All right. So, the way you got to look at it is that you got your start point. So I have to accept the fact of where I am. So, get honest with myself. Okay. So where I'm at in life, I'm 30 pounds overweight. I got a gut. I eat too much pizza.
Yep.
I can't help but, drink 2 liters of grape soda at a time. I love carrying around my 2-liter grape soda and I love drinking it. And, so that's what I'm doing. So, this isn't going to help me lose 30 pounds.
Right.
And get that 6-pack of abs I want. So I need to abandon that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's some of the habits that maybe you have to start getting rid of.
100%.
So this is just a scenario. I really don't do any of that, but maybe somebody out there does. So maybe this could help.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, it starts by, like you just said, setting little benchmark goals. I think you have an overall long-term goal, right? But then it's important to establish those benchmarks. So with this example, obviously cutting out the pizza and the grape soda is going to be a huge component. In
at
terms
least
of
15 pounds.
At least 15 pounds. So then you have your little goals. So talk a little bit about like those little goals. What are they? What can they look like? Because everybody's different.
Yeah. So, let's say in the fitness world, they say 1 to 2 pounds a week is achievable, right? It could be achievable. So, you got to do definitely the diet side of the house. Now, you also have to remember it took a long time. What's a phrase? It took 20 miles to walk into the woods. It can take 20 miles to walk out of the woods, right? So that's where we come up with this little rule. It's somewhere on that list, the 2190 rule.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's going to take 21 days to create a habit.
Right.
And then it's going to take, hang on a second. I wrote it down. 21 days. Yeah. To create.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. 21 days to start a habit. And then 90 days to make it like just part of your life.
Yeah.
Cemented within your life, So the 2190 rule. So I have to say 90 days, you get on it,
Yeah.
Try 90 days of eating clean, no cheat days or any of that. If you're doing good, don't reward yourself with food.
Right.
I put that on the list. Reward yourself with something nice. Maybe a new outfit because you lost a lot of weight.
There you go.
Something expensive, something nice. Maybe if you're a sneakerhead, get yourself a nice pair of kicks. But,
we have some sneakerheads in here.
Reward yourself with food. So many people are out there. Oh, have a cheat day. No, don't. you know, because you're
Right.
probably going to slip anyways. You're probably going to mess up anyways, because I believe in progress, not perfection.
For sure.
You know, so don't give yourself a cheat day. Don't do it. I hear it all the time. That cheat day could turn into a million days. I know around the holidays, I get undisciplined as anything.
Yeah.
And that leads all the way into the new year. That's for myself. You know, that's
Same,
and I try
same.
to practice discipline. It's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
It is. And the holidays too, with all the baking, there's so much food
Yeah.
around. It's literally eating season.
And it's not just temptation. It's people. It's the people and the temptation.
Exactly. It's
that-
where you
yeah.
go, the parties, this person's house is having this dinner and then dessert, and it's tough. It's tough around the holidays. I remember we were talking about that too, around January. And if you do kind of go down that path, not in holiday time, but like you said, Chuck, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope. It's a real slippery slope.
That brings us into people and places, right?
Right.
So if I'm hanging out with a bunch of other guys that, we all go out, we all get our own pizza pies. I get grape soda, you get Coca-Cola. Well, I don't like Coca-Cola, I like Pepsi, so this guy's getting Pepsi and, everybody's drinking their own 2-liter, eating their own pie, and all of a sudden I'm going out with these guys and I'm getting a salad and I'm drinking a glass of water. I might get tempted, right?
100%.
So, maybe bring it up to these guys. Hey, because I'm sure they're not happy with where they're at. Let's try something out,
Right.
Let's try to drop some weight. Let's change our eating habits, and let's give this a shot. There's a lot of diets out there, but I always say stick to the basics. Just eat whole foods.
Yes.
Just eat healthy.
Yeah.
Just eat a whole food diet. Don't go out there doing some crazy,
Like some fad diet, right?
some fad diet that
that won't last.
like the no carb diets. I mean, there's so many people that do it and good on them, but especially if you're gonna be going from, trust me, you're gonna go from eating pizza and drinking 2 liters of grape soda every day to a paleo diet. You're gonna drop weight fast,
Real quick.
but then when you slip and you eat a bagel,
You put it right back on.
because you're gonna eat 12 other bagels right after that bagel. And the only reason I say this, well, maybe you won't, I would, is from experience. I've done so many different diets out there. I've done so much stuff, and sometimes when you screw up, it can be pretty rough.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And kind of speaking on that, because diet is such a huge aspect of fitness, physical fitness, and mental too, I believe, right? Because the foods we eat, it's all a chemical process in our body, and the more crap you put in your body, the more crappier you'll feel.
Yeah.
So the nutrition obviously is such a huge factor.
Oh yeah.
In terms of,
but for mental health too, that stuff going into your body. They compare sugar withdrawal to cocaine withdrawal.
Mhm.
So much stuff that goes into it. I know if I'm not eating well, if I'm eating too much sugar, stuff like that, I'm in a mood the next day, man. It's a hangover.
Yeah.
It's a hangover. So, treat your body good, man, for your mental health and physical health. With that being said, we went into, what if your guys don't want to go along with it? Well, maybe it's time to stop hanging out with them for a bit.
Yeah.
I could say, when I quit drinking, I stopped hanging out with people that were drinking like I was drinking. Right. I could go around them now, but I had to change my people and places.
Yeah.
So, it's just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it takes time like that. That's tough to do, because if those are your guys, like for a long time, you guys been chilling and you go out, have a good time for all these years. And all of a sudden it's like, you need to make a change in your life. Like you just said, those people might have to be cut out as well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all part of the habit creating process, right? Would you say it's as big as the nutrition and the working out? Because once those other bad influences are kind of cut out, and that not cutting out permanently, but like you said, like for that time being, that you're in a time in your life where you need to start, like either getting in shape or whatever it is, eating right, bad influences are going to have to go for the time being.
Now, time is always a factor. People, this is the most famous excuse. I don't have time to cook.
Yes.
Always working hard, this and that. All right. Well, there are companies that do make portioned out meals for you, but there's also 7 days in a week. And, you could always meal prep. A good portion per meal would be a fist worth of protein, fist worth of carbohydrates, not pastas. Do something like a sweet potato, something like that. And you could even double it up, 2 fists worth of broccoli. And that's one meal.
There you go.
We do that 3 times a day, have like a nice, nutritious, like Perfect Bar. Perfect Bar is like an all-natural protein bar. Or you could have those other ones out there, Zone Bar, something.
The Kind bars.
Yeah, Kind Bar, something in between those meals. Even a piece of fruit and a handful of walnuts, something like that. And you could prep on Sundays. Or if you don't have Sundays off, you can find time to prep. And if you're working 7 days a week, then you got time. You could probably afford those meals that they prep for you anyways.
Yeah, and like to that point, it's very easy nowadays to stay on point with nutrition with companies like that, with the portioned out meal sizes, and they deliver it right to your door.
Oh yeah.
So that part's easy. But Chuck, I kind of want to dive into, from your perspective, like let's take that scenario we've been talking about, right? You got a guy that comes to you, let's say he's like 30 years old and he's like, 30 pounds overweight, eating the shit that we were talking about before. And he comes to Chuck Roche and he comes to DTV Fitness. He's like, I need to get my life right. I need to turn my life around. I need to get my physical right, my mental right, and my nutrition right. What are we doing with this guy? Like, what's like step one in terms of laying out the goal?
Oh, I gotta
kind of take us through your process.
I got like a little sheet.
Yeah.
I don't have the sheet memorized, but I'm going to have, I have what's your goals, what's your target areas, triggers. On that list is triggers, because we all have triggers. A bad day could be triggers. So on that list, there's triggers, things like that. And, so now I got all this information on this person, right? I know what their goals are. So when I'm training them, I got one guy. I got one guy. He wants to go down to Miami. He wants to hook up with a bunch of women. So when he's in there, I'm like, dude, you got to put forth that effort. You're not going to hook up with a bunch of women, because he wants like this beautiful, I just get inside somebody's head,
Right. Yeah.
Everybody has, that vision where they want to be. So me as a trainer, I want to know that vision. So when they're like dragging butt, I can be like, yo, come on, push it. You're not going to reach that goal if you're not putting forth that effort. Right. I go, come on, put that vision in your head and put in that hard work.
No doubt.
So your goal should always have a feeling attached to it. So let's say my goal, let's go back to that original goal. I want to be a Calvin Klein model. How would you feel if you became that Calvin Klein model? I feel great, dude. Be on the cover every,
no doubt.
Top
of the world.
Every pair, I'd be on the package of everything of underwear, this and that. I feel on the top of the world. So you got to hold on to that feeling that you would have. You know what I'm saying? So, because no matter what, I mean, you're gonna feel down and out. We got nights that we can't sleep for some apparent reason, things like that. If anyone's ever heard the expression HALT, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. That's when we're most vulnerable to mess up. Is when we're hungry, or when we're angry, or when we're lonely, or when we're tired. That's when I'm most vulnerable to not eat the right food and go get that McDonald's meal supersized. I know they don't supersize anymore, just like saying it. Or just skip the gym because I'm feeling tired, or hunker underneath the covers, get a big thing of Ben & Jerry's and just eat it up in the middle of the night, go in that comfort place because, I'm just vulnerable. So, you have to be aware of the way you feel. So basically, if I'm hungry, what's the thing you should do? I say, eat something healthy, eat one of those portion meals I'm telling you about, right? And drink plenty of water. And that should take care of your hunger. Okay.
Right.
Now, if I'm angry, then I got to find some way to make myself happy. Like today, I was upset.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into it.
Yep.
I was pretty freaking upset. And I was pretty irate. I'm still red right now. It's the Irish in me.
Yes.
So what I do, I petted dude, they say petting your dogs is the best therapy. I hung out with my dogs. I got 2 dogs. And one of them, Moose, it's his birthday. So I gave
happy birthday, Moose.
Yeah, Moose's birthday. I love him so much. So I gave him some loving. Then I took Charlie, my bigger dog. I took him on a nice run walk because he likes to walk and sniff. I let him off leash and I watched him. I watched him enjoy himself. Put me in a good mood.
There you go.
Then I took Moose out. Took him on a run. All right. Feeling a little
calmer. A little calmer.
I'm angry, right?
Yeah.
So a little calmer. All right. So then I did a workout. I felt better, but not 100%. Then I came in here and I vented to you guys.
Yes.
And then I said, you know what? I'm going to reverse this and I'm going to use it as something to push me. and I feel 100% better.
Look at him.
Yep. Also, another way to take care of your anger is help somebody else out.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Help somebody else out. Somebody else always got it worse, you know. Call up on your friends who's having a rough time in life at the time and see how they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't talk about your crap. Help them with their crap.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go into lonely. All right, so you're lonely. Easy. Call somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
Go hang with your dogs. All right. If it's a relationship issue, the right person will come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just surround yourself with positive people, and tired. Well, if you can't get some sleep, look forward to the sleep that you're going to get and then get some sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or have a cup of coffee, pep it back up.
Yeah. And to couple on that, if you get a workout in, you'll be even more tired.
Yeah.
So then look forward to that sleep even more. But
well, maybe not. Sometimes working out too late can keep you up.
That's true. That's true. The energy is just your adrenaline's going.
Yeah.
But you know that I have heard that expression. I think I've heard it from you, honestly. So very, very important. And you know, it kind of, like you just said, Chuck, those are when we're most vulnerable. Those are like literally what you feel. Those are the four main things. Exactly.
Be vigilant.
Exactly.
Be vigilant on it. And that goes with everything, man. It's a little expression, you know, I learned when I quit drinking was HALT, but it goes with every aspect of your life, man, because all that stuff ties together, you know. Now, what about eating? When you're eating,
nutrition habits.
You know, and you know, I'm one of those people, and I'll even put my anger into this. When I get upset, man, I could go through like a box of cookies without even realizing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I can eat a healthy meal without even realizing it and not even feel full. Because the thing is, I didn't even remember myself chewing it.
Right.
I always say, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, far from it, guys, is guys, I will never preach. I'm not perfect at anything I do. So don't know if you ever catch me preaching, that must mean I'm doing something perfect. I don't preach. I'm not one of those trainers to go out preaching. So don't think I do. And if your trainer's preaching to you and they don't look perfect, then they're BS.
Facts.
So I got it up there. What was I just talking about? Oh yeah. So try to be mindful when you eat. So put the phone down. Who likes to go on their cell phone when they're eating a meal? You?
No.
I do. So put it down.
There you go.
Chew your food. Some people say like 20 chews per bite. Taste your food.
Yep.
You know, enjoy your food and watch. You're going to get full. Definitely make sure you're drinking plenty of water while you eat.
Absolutely. You know? Absolutely. And so to kind of piggyback off that, in terms of changing up your nutrition, what are some good ways? Like what would you say to a client in terms of like, if you had to give some examples of, you know, fruit and protein and vegetables, like basic stuff like chicken, broccoli, that type of thing.
One thing I always recommend is, okay, you normally order white rice that's high glycemic. Go with the brown rice instead, you know, but I tell people, you know, I like people to stick to like more natural stuff, like the sweet potato, you know, but things that are high glycemic, like the rice, or like a normal potato or even pastas. I won't even say the pastas. I'd say the white rice and the mashed potatoes. There are times you can consume them, you know, it's better before or after a workout because your body's ready to absorb.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you won't have that crash that you could get, and you don't really have to worry as much about that. You know, they say, you know, things turning into fat.
Exactly.
So, you know, if there's a time to have anything that's high glycemics before or after a workout, you know, I always say, okay, if you're going to screw up, it's your son's birthday, you're going to have a slice of cake, or it's your birthday, you're going to, you know, have it before or after a workout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I tell people to kind of steer clear of dairy. Dairy's for babies.
Yeah.
You know, dairy's for babies. You get your calcium from so many other things. Orange juice has like just as much calcium as like
a glass of milk.
You know, so you know, I tell people, you know, replace it with some almond milk, something like that. Dairy just takes a long time to, you know, you want to see those abs popping a lot faster.
Dairy's not going to help. Yeah.
I even keep away from whey proteins.
Whey?
Yep. I'm just like a dead up vegan protein guy.
I'm
not saying I'm vegan, but you know, you'll notice the bloat's a lot less and things like that.
Exactly. And I think going along with that too, that as a person starts on this journey, this fitness journey, bettering their lives. There's going to be things like vegan protein that, you might not necessarily have thought about until you started these good habits. And then I think it's kind of like a trickle down effect, right? Once you kind of start with one thing and then, now, there's this and I can incorporate this with my meals. And, I like how this tastes a little bit better and still all healthy stuff.
And they got some great seasonings out there.
Yes. And that's the thing too.
Saves the day.
Exactly. I feel like a lot of people kind of like get afraid of the nutrition part at first because they think that they eat all these boring foods and things that like don't necessarily taste good. But healthy food is so delicious.
But the thing is, when I eat good, I feel good.
Yes, that's the best part.
And I'm always like, don't you want to feel good? Is it worth the quick sugar rush or just how it tasted to feeling like crap for that many hours? Or do you want to eat something that tastes decent, tastes good, maybe not as good as what you wanted,
right?
But you just feel so much better. Like what happened to us on last Friday? What did you do? What did you do last Friday? Let's get honest here, because that's part of it too, is getting honest with yourself.
What did we do last Friday?
I wasn't with you last Friday, but Friday night, what did you do?
What did we do? Did we do anything?
We worked out the next day. We were complaining to each other about something.
Oh, that's right.
What?
Okay, so I ended up having so we film our workouts for DTV Fitness every Saturday morning for the past few weeks, right? So last Friday, I slipped and I had 3 apple turnovers for dessert on Friday night. I didn't want to, but like you just said, I wanted that. I was like, I need that taste. You know what I mean?
So here's the deal. But you had to drive out and go get it too.
It did.
So it's not really that bad. Okay. So he went out and got it. He doesn't keep it in his house. So it's not a bad habit.
Right.
He went out and treated himself. He got it. There's really nothing wrong with that. And he felt like crap the next day. Right.
Yep.
So that feeling like crap is what? A reminder why you don't want to do it so often. Because when you get used to feeling like crap, that's not cool.
No.
So myself,
you're in trouble.
My nephew, he's raising money. He works for the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting in my man cave, my little gym, love it, and I see this car pulling in my driveway. It was his mother, and he comes running out. Guess what he's got in his hand? A dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. So he told me I trained my nephew too, and I was training him. He goes, Chuck, I'm selling Krispy Kreme donuts for donation for the Boys and Girls Club. Will you buy a box for $10? I go, sure. And I thought, but this was before Easter. This was before Easter when I bought them. I was going to bring them
for dessert.
The family for dessert with the cheesecakes I have sitting in my freezer that everybody bought me for my birthday because they know I love cheesecake. I put it in the freezer. That took discipline not to eat them.
Yeah, I bet.
Dude, really did. And so what ended up happening? My wife goes for a donut. I eat one. Things taste so like light and good in your belly, like you can eat another.
Keep going. Yep.
All right. So I had 2 Krispy Kreme donuts, and then you feel about 30 pounds heavier about 30 minutes later, right?
Yeah.
Went into the workout the next day. I'm getting honest right now. I had 2 the next day.
After the workout.
At night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're talking about Friday night still. Yeah.
Where are they located? In my house.
Yes.
Now I could preach discipline all day, but I'm not disciplined. I'll be 100. Everybody's like, Chuck, you're the most disciplined person I know. I go, no, I'm not. I don't keep this crap in my house.
Right.
Dude, when I quit drinking, I wasn't keeping vodka in my house. You know what I'm saying? So when I don't keep this stuff in my house, so that's one thing. You don't want this stuff in your house. And the kids is the best excuse.
Oh, 100% for the parents that have, especially the young kids all the junk that they have.
Well, I have kids and they love cookies. Well, do you love your kids? Listen, I don't have kids, but I grew up around a lot of loving parents. Like when I was younger, and I had a few friends where their parents just didn't give them that stuff.
Yeah,
you know, if you want your kids to have it, go out and do the same thing that you would do for yourself. Don't keep it in the house. Go buy it for them for maybe a Friday night or something.
100%. And the grocery list is going to be another big part of it. It kind of goes hand in hand with nutrition, but like if you're somebody that does keep that kind of stuff in the house, like the pastries and whatever, the snacks, the Oreos, that type of stuff, it's going to be a challenge to kind of, abandon those things when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, but it's all part of it. So like, what would you say to someone that kind of, is it as simple as saying, the grocery list, we have to go, would you go over it together? Or what would kind of be your like approach to them and saying like, listen, like we need this, and this, like you go shopping with them or like, how would you?
Oh, for myself?
Yeah.
Listen, I gotta tell you, if the person's not gonna get honest and not gonna get right, I can go shopping with somebody and they can still screw it up. Man.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many people have said, "Oh, it didn't work for me." You know, I would do the whole entire New Year, New You challenges, and still the minimum weight lost within a month was 8 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's other stuff that people can't live without, like alcohol, this, that. So it's just like, you know, where are you going wrong, and can you get honest and say, you know, where you went wrong?
Right.
You know, it's just it takes a lot of hard work. You know, so if you're gonna go shopping, I mean, if they want like a list of stuff to get, I have a whole entire nutrition list of things to get.
Yeah.
You know. If you want me to go shopping with you, you can pay me to do that. Yeah. You know? Pay me for my
whole
time.
new facet of DTV
you know?
Fitness. Yeah.
You know,
so
who knows? Maybe down the line, I might add that in there, like to my programming. You know, like an accountability coach. You know, a nutrition coach, where I actually go out and I do the shopping with you. There's a lot of people out there that do it. You know,
absolutely.
I do take food logs. You know, I'm saying, hey, log what you ate, this and that, and that's another thing. It's never sent to me correctly.
It's tough.
It is. It's tough. It's tough to log those meals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And it could be tough too, especially when you slip to, you know, be honest and.
I'm never going to be disappointed in anyone when they mess up, because I always say progress, not perfection.
Absolutely.
We're freaking human beings. Actually, I might be like more like passionate to help you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because if it's a struggle, I would love to help.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So even if you're like, I can't get it right, Chuck, this, that, I'm more willing to help you even more. I will never be disappointed. I believe I've been in struggles, you know, like, you know, I talk about it, man. I don't drink alcohol, right? I've been drinking tomorrow's 9 years.
Congrats, bro.
Tomorrow's
That's
9
awesome,
years.
dude.
So, you know, like I know how it is to struggle with things. I know food and alcohol is different, but you know, the nature,
yes.
the nature of the problem is the same. And I love helping others. You know, and if I can help anyone in any sort of way, if you're like eating donuts in the middle of the night because like, you know, like you're slipping in the middle of the, call me. I mean, my phone might be on airplane mode, but I'm there to help out, man. Like, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there to,
absolutely.
I'm there like for whatever.
And the honesty too. I'm sure you appreciate that so much from your clients, because that only makes your job easier. And like you just said, how much
it's not even
that
it makes my job easier though. You know, I have had people do that for me, and I really feel like it helps establish a better relationship between the two of us, because people like, there's been places I've worked at gyms where like don't establish a relationship with your clients, and I'm like, that's BS.
Then what's the point?
No, it's not that. That's the most important part, is establishing a relationship. You know,
get that trust, right? Between trainer and client.
The trust between trainer and client is so important, because if I know this person, then I can help this person achieve their goals.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
all right, here's another thing. Getting to the gym.
Yeah. Let's talk about that a little bit.
You know, so let's say, they say the best time to create a habit are most like,
you good. I know they get in the way a little bit.
Yeah,
that's all right.
It's all good. Like they say, habits the best. So when you wake from like between the time you wake up to the time you leave your house is where you are like a creature of habit. Like you do the same routine every day. So basically, if you wake up late every day and you're rushing out the door every day, that's what you do every day.
Right.
If you wake up and you know you make your pot of coffee, use the bathroom, feed the dogs, this and that. That's what you're used to doing every morning. I know for myself, I'm a creature of habit. I'm like on the dot on the clock every morning. So maybe a good time to start working out would be when?
In the morning.
In the morning, because that's a time of the day where you are where you have habits. So they say, I didn't say it, they say, I Googled it.
Google said.
Yep, Google said that a good time to create new positive habits are next to other positive habits that you may have going on. So the morning time. All right. The night before, lay out your clothes. Lay out your gym clothes.
Yep.
All right. Or your workout clothes if you're working out at home. Okay. Or go to bed in them. You know.
There you go.
You just put a little post-it on the mirror in your bathroom that says, "You got this. Work out." You know,
Right.
little reminders,
Right.
just little wickets, you know, but they say the morning is the best time to start doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Set your alarm a little earlier than usual. You know, if you're already like in a routine in the morning and you don't have that much time, well, you know, you might want to get to bed an hour earlier and wake up an hour earlier.
Yeah,
So basically,
absolutely.
if you're already getting up at 7:30, 7 a.m., you might want to get up at 6 a.m. instead.
Right.
You know?
100%.
So good time. Good thing to do is that. Now, if you can't work out in the morning, but you could stop at the gym on the way home from work, have your gym clothes packed.
Yeah, because if you go home, most likely you're not gonna go back out, right?
Yep.
Is that happens a lot? Would you say?
Yeah. So no matter what, and make sure on your way home you're passing by the gym.
Yeah. Don't take the roundabout way.
Don't take another route. And when you get there, remember the hardest part about your workout at the gym is walking through the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And I live by a rule. Listen, I've always dealt with like the seasonal depression. I think a lot of people around here do.
Yeah, up here for
This
sure.
weather.
Northeast is tough.
A little something is better than nothing. A little something is better than nothing. So get your butt in the gym and just go through the motions. If you don't want to work out, you really don't want to work out, do it anyways. Get in there and do a little something, because a little something is better than nothing. I live by that rule for like all winter long, always.
Yeah.
I mean, my little something's pretty intense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. Chuck's little something is definitely not your average.
But I go through my phases, man. I've been at it for years. You know,
for sure. Again, like you said before, we're not robots. We're not human. I mean, we are human. We're not robots. So it's tough. It could be tough for the most in shape people. So it's human. It's being human, and it could be tough. But you gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
And then we always said it. We said it last time. Maybe you want to get a trainer.
Could help. It could definitely help.
And get a trainer that might reach out to you. I got clients I call in the morning. I don't charge for it. I got clients I call. I got one guy that hasn't picked up once, but I call him every morning at 4:50.
There you go.
4:50 a.m.
Yep.
In the middle of my workout, I stop and I call him. My alarm goes off and I stop and I call him.
And if no answer, just a quick message, be like, yo.
I probably won't even leave a message. If he picks up, I'm just going to hang up and get back to my workout. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
I call. That's my job. I call to wake you up.
Gotcha.
I got other clients that I'll call 30 minutes before they're supposed to come and see me. So, sometimes I get in touch, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter. If they never pick up, I'm still going to hold the line and I'm going to call. I am. I'm not going to give up on them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a phrase when I was a drill instructor. Hang on a second. It was in the senior drill instructor speech. I was never a senior drill instructor. Got in too much trouble. Oh, man. Basically, I will never give up on you, even when you've already given up on yourself. Basically, it's not that exact phrase, but I swear by that, and I'm going to always live by that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I will never give up on my clients. Now, if you give up on me, you say, hey, Chuck, I don't want to train no more, then I might stop calling you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because again, it's that relationship, right?
It's
you have to meet halfway. Maybe on our end, going a little more than the halfway, because if you're somebody who is just starting out, you're gonna need that extra mile from yourself, right? But man, it's definitely a two-way street for sure. So we think, Chuck, good place to leave it off.
Yeah, let me just look at this list real quick.
Yeah, we want to make sure we didn't leave anything.
There's like
out.
little sayings I got in there, like like that halt. There's another one up there. Easy does it. All right, man. Like we said, you got long-term goals, you got short-term goals, things like that. But you got to remember, Rome was not built in one day. So easy does it, man. Don't step on the scale every day. Don't forget, don't step on the scale every day. The scale is evil. And I believe in the law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. If you're thinking about, oh, no, I'm not losing weight, you're not going to lose weight. You need to be positive with it. You need to envision yourself with that six-pack of abs, sitting on a pack of Calvin Klein underwear.
Yes. And that feeling, right? What we were talking about in the beginning.
You attach yourself to that feeling. And
yes.
That's going to be what directs you towards where you want to go. It really is. So I always say, don't step on the scale. I've had people have actually gained weight, but made their waist smaller because they're, they gained muscle, and made all those other areas a lot smaller, and, the scales are evil. It's not even about the scale anymore. It's more about body fat percentage, this and that, and measurements, you know? So
yeah, about body composition for
easy
sure.
does it, man. Rome was not built in a day, and scales are evil. If you're going to do it like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
To measure progress, not to be like, oh no, I'm not losing weight, not losing weight, not losing weight.
100%.
I can say it to people all day long, but I hear it every time I train some people. Like, I gained 1.5 pounds. I lost 1.5 pounds. I lost 3 pounds. I gained 3 pounds. It's like, get off the scale.
Yeah. Because then, it's never going to end. It's like, like you just said, it's back and forth. So,
And then the last thing, fall in love with the process.
Yes.
I didn't start getting results with the results I wanted with working out till I actually just decided, hey, you know what? I enjoy working out because I feel healthy when I do it. I enjoy eating healthy because I feel good when I eat healthy. I'm a healthy person. I'm going to continue to do this. Then out of nowhere, results.
Yeah.
Stop staring at it and just do it.
Yeah.
Trust the process, enjoy the process, then fall in love with the process.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Guys, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode number 2 of the DTV Fitness Pod. We'll be coming at you live again, not live, but tomorrow. We got a workout to record, and we're going to be putting that out for you guys this week. So we love you guys. Appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe. For Chuck Roche, aka Uncommonly Driven, DTV Matt. See you guys next time. Peace.